What's up, co-reporters, and welcome back to my channel. Listen, there is drama in the Lil Tay family on every day that ends with a Y. So today is just another day like that. Just as a refresher, yesterday I posted a video about how Lil Tay's official Instagram account posted something in on her Instagram stories accusing her father, Christopher Hope, of being abusive, racist, misogynistic, and women beating as well. And not only that, but the Instagram post also claimed that he's the one who faked her passing on Instagram. So, if you haven't already, I do implore you to watch that video because we talk about how ridiculous of a claim it is. I do not for 1 second believe that her dad is the one who faked the hoax on Instagram because he's the one who's not trying to make money off of her. He has tried to have her live a quiet and private life in Vancouver, Canada, while her mom and brother have been fighting to get her back so that they can make as much money off of her as possible while she's still young and doing all of these outlandish things at their request. Okay. So to me, it always made much more sense the theory that it was her mother and or brother who were involved in this hoax. And it's also because shortly after the hoax, her mom had the legal team that was representing her in the custody case against Tay's father, Christopher, post an announcement saying that she would be able to get to work quickly, move to LA, and everything. So it seemed like the hoax was a PR stunt in order to get people thinking about Lil Tay again because she had disappeared out of the public consciousness for a couple of years at that point. Well, now, predictably, because we did talk about this in the prior video, Lil Tay's father is threatening to sue whoever is behind this Instagram posting, accusing him of committing several crimes and of being a terrible, violent person. He said his threats in an interview with TMZ. So let's get into it. He told the website, and I quote, the person who's responsible for that Instagram post, as well as anyone repeating the completely false and libelous accusation within it, are virtually certain to become defendants in a defamation lawsuit. Everything stated is 100% false, and I trust that this should be obvious to anyone who knows me or the long history of absurd and untrue statements made by the various people who have controlled the Instagram account. And Chris, it's not just the Instagram account. I want to remind you guys that Lil Tay's brother had also once launched a GoFundMe account asking to raise money for the custody battle between his mom, who's also Lil Tay's mom, and Lil Tay's dad. Remember, they've got different fathers. So this is why I think that her brother is behind the Instagram postings, the hoax, and this story as well. So, when you see that Lil Tay's dad had said virtually certain, it's very coded way of saying that that is already in the works. The defamation lawsuit, the investigation into who is putting this sort of content out there in the public sphere and on Lil Tay's Instagram account. So I think that Lil Tay's brother and her mother, allegedly, right, because it's not certain that these are the people behind this stuff, I think that they need to tread lightly and perhaps issue a public apology because at the end of the day, Christopher Hope is a professional and putting this sort of information out there, these sorts of claims out there about him being abusive, racist, misogynistic, beating women, faking the passing of his own child. These are all extremely serious allegations. Even just saying that he's abusive, that's grounds for a defamation lawsuit. Racist, another grounds. Misogynistic women beater, another. Fake that. So many things here. You are throwing out so many incredibly serious, incredibly damaging allegations against him that can damage, harm, and his professional reputation as a lawyer. And I don't blame him for wanting to sue. In fact, I encourage him to sue once and for all so that these desperate money grubbers can be shut up because what they're doing is ridiculous. All of this just so that they can make as much money as possible off of a child who should be worried about her education, her friendships, you know, whatever else kids worry about in life. But instead, they want to use her as their cash cow because her brother failed at his attempt to become internet famous. And so he thinks that she is his one and only hope. Instead of trying again with a new angle, he wants to work his sister to the bone. And the mother lost her job in real estate, luxury real estate, might I add, which was probably making her a lot of money. She lost that by, feeding into all of this stuff with Lil Tay, using clients' homes, using her boss's car, all of this stuff to promote the image of this wild, wild child and whatnot, trying to make as much money as possible. And it is true that they did make a lot of money using Lil Tay's persona and whatnot. But why didn't they just save that money so that they could move on and live normal, quiet, happy lives? Why are they so desperate? Allegedly, of course, because it's not yet confirmed that they're the ones behind this, although I have a strong suspicion. Why don't they just go ahead and live nice lives? Why doesn't the brother get a nice, proper education so he can make his own money, right? Why doesn't he manage other people? Instead, he seems to have been good at managing Lil Tay, helping to catapult her into stardom. Just use that on other people as clients. They will pay you the big bucks to do that for them. Lil Tay is already your proof of concept that you can do this, you're capable. So why not do that instead of this, going to such great, desperate, despicable lengths that you would make these sorts of public claims about Lil Tay's father? It's all just so deeply disturbing and alarming. I know that the BC courts have just ruled that in favor of the mom, that Lil Tay should be with her and that she should be able to start back up in her quote unquote career and whatnot. But honestly, with all of this stuff going on, the hoax and whatnot, I think that they should take a look at this again because it's just sounding like um, this family that she's now living with, now that she's been taken out of her father's custody, there's something going on there. There's something wrong. They are far too desperate to make money off of her name by any means necessary. And Lord knows what they're going to do behind the scenes if this is what they're willing to do publicly, right? A hoax of a child's passing. Like that to me is the ultimate, ultimate, ultimate form of like disrespect, desperation, just everything. Why? Like, I don't know. Guys, please take a look into this family because something is not right. Is her education going to be neglected because they are so desperate to make a buck off of her? I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case, right? And what sorts of people are they going to have her hanging around? A bunch of unsavory people because they just want and to attach her name to literally anybody in the industry that they think is going to help blow her up. And I'm nervous for her in this respect. Um, I don't really have much else to say, you guys, other than this is just disappointing what they've done here. Whoever is behind this, right? Because although I suspect it's the brother and the mother, it's not yet confirmed. This is all just speculation. Um, and on the other hand, I'm happy that Lil Tay's father is looking into it, investigating it, and threatening a defamation lawsuit. It sounds like it's not even an empty threat at this point because this is the second time that they've come for him publicly. There was that huge GoFundMe campaign that the brother launched, that he let slide, which, in my opinion, if that were me, I wouldn't let that slide. I'd be suing your ass off. If you made those kinds of allegations against me, sue. So now this to me seems like it is the straw that broke the camel's back. And with him already being an attorney, he doesn't have to worry about attorney's fees when it comes to spending all his time suing you. He could do it himself, right? So tread lightly, whoever is doing all of this just to get a buzz going. It's not worth it at the end of the day. You could potentially lose everything. Guys, what do you think about the situation? Is Lil Tay's dad, Chris, well within his rights to sue whoever posted this disgusting message on her Instagram stories? And who do you think posted this message on her Instagram stories? Make sure to let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.